Hi, good morning everybody. I assume it's morning. Well, here it's morning. Today I'm going to be making chicken Varuval curry. Chicken Varuval curry is a very dry chicken curry with a slight different taste to normal curries. I think you can find this curry in many nice Indian restaurants. Okay. So here are basically the recipes that you need. So here you got black pepper, corn. This is cumin seeds, 2 dried chilies, red dried chili, and fennel seeds. So, and here we have grated coconut. So we're going to dry fry the grated coconut separately and all these separately. After it's all dry fried, then you will grind it with some water to make it into a paste. Okay. So next we have, this is 1 large onion that I've chopped up, 1 large tomato that I've cut up to smaller pieces, ginger garlic paste, curry leaves, cinnamon stick, cardamom, cloves, garam masala, coriander powder, chili powder, and this is coriander leaves. Now I separated the stem part from the leaf part. The stem part I will put it into the curry at a later stage, and then to finish off and garnish it, the leafy part I'll be using. So let's get on with the dry frying first and grinding of the spices. Okay, before we get on with the dry frying of the spices, we need to marinate the chicken. So traditionally, Varuval chicken is cooked in very small pieces of chicken. So cut up your chicken to smaller pieces. And also I'm using only half a chicken, which is much lesser than the recipe in the description box. Okay, so add in turmeric powder and yogurt. Okay, for yogurt you use about 2 tablespoons depending on the amount of chicken that you're using. So as I say, I'm using a much lesser amount of chicken. Now yogurt will soften the chicken. Sorry, not soften, it will tenderize the chicken. Okay, so mix this up well and leave it in the fridge to marinate for about an hour will be sufficient. So now we're going to dry fry the spices. Just get a small pan, no oil, okay, and add in your dry spices. Make sure that the flame is low, okay, you don't want to burn the spices, but basically you just want to get the oils from the spices to be released. So gently fry this, make sure the fire is small. And then for your dried chili, just snip them up. Just snip it up. Okay. And dry fry together with the other spices. You will notice that it will become very aromatic. Okay. So just keep on frying gently on a very slow fire. Okay, I've been frying this about for a minute and it has become extremely aromatic. So now you can just put it aside. Okay, just put it in a plate for it to cool. Okay, make sure everything you get out of the pan. You don't wanna, because you're going to use the pan again. So now you're going to use dry fry your dry coconut. Now I'm going to be using about 1 cup of the coconut. Okay, this is about 1 cup. So now this one you cannot keep your eye off it. You got to fry gently on a low fire until it becomes lightly golden brown. Then you can take it out. Okay, as you can see, now the color has changed from white to a little bit more browner. Now this is the stage you got to be very, very careful and keep stirring. You leave it for a while, you will get burnt. So you can almost take it out already. So once it is reached, yeah, this is the stage. Okay, now it's lightly golden brown. Now you can take it out and set it aside to cool, okay, before you grind. So turn off the fire and set it aside with the other spices to cool down that you have fried earlier. Okay, I've added in everything into the grinder, and so I added some water. So I'm going to grind this first, alright? Okay, so now first of all, heat up some oil and add in your dry spices, your cinnamon stick, your cardamom and your cloves. Okay, add this in first. Just keep on cooking it until it becomes aromatic. Once it's aromatic, then you can add in your onions. Okay, there we go. So add in your onions. So like always in Indian cooking, when you fry onions, add in a little bit of salt to help with the cooking process of the onion. Okay, so I'm just adding like half a teaspoon and then let that cook. Okay, now it's halfway there. Okay, it's almost soft already. You can add in your ginger garlic paste. Now, as I've always said, ginger garlic paste, make sure you fry until it becomes very, very aromatic. What it means is all the raw smell goes away and you can get a nice smell of ginger and garlic. That means the ginger garlic paste is cooked, right? So once you add in ginger garlic paste, add in your curry leaves. You need your curry leaves to be cooked nicely too to bring out all the aroma. Okay? Okay, I've been cooking this a while. The aroma is fantastic. So now add in your tomatoes. Now in all Indian cooking, when you use tomatoes, you want to cook them until the tomatoes gets really well cooked. Okay, meaning that it becomes soft, it becomes mushy, okay, and all the flavor is extracted. Then only you move on to the next stage. Okay, so let this cook down gently until everything is soft and mushy. Okay, as you can see, the tomatoes has cooked down, it has softened up. Okay, and it's almost mushy. So now, remember the spices I grinded? So add all of this in. Now be aware, there's coconut in here. So it must always be stirred. If you just leave it like that, coconut gets burned. So just bear that in mind from the time you add in the coconut till the time the dish is done. This must be stirred every now and then, otherwise the coconut can get burnt, right? So mix this in well. Now you don't have to cook this for long. You just need it to be mixed well. Once everything is mixed well, you can add in your chicken. Okay, so just dump all your chicken in. Okay, just add in all your chicken, your marinated chicken. Okay. Mix it well. Now, what you're going to do is just keep frying this for a few minutes until the chicken, the outside, is lightly cooked. Okay, so first let's mix in all the spices well. Okay, as you can see, the outside of the chicken is starting to get cooked. So now you can add in your spices, your powdered spices. Coriander powder, I'm going to be adding about 1 tablespoon or 3 teaspoons. Okay. Chili powder, I'm going to be adding 2 teaspoons full. Now if you want to make it more spicy, that's up to you. You can add more chili powder if you want. Okay. And then garam masala, I'm adding just 1 teaspoon. Garam masala is normally very strong, okay? So just 1 teaspoon will be sufficient. So give this a nice mix. Okay, after you mix all this well, make sure the spices is mixed well. If you had your fire on a high, make it medium right now, okay? Because you don't want to burn your spices. Okay, as you can see, it's very dry now. So I'm going to add some water in here. In the container that I did the grinding of the spices, I'm going to add probably almost a cup, 3/4 cup, okay, of water. Let's see whether that's enough. Okay, we will need a little bit more water. Now remember, the chicken has not given out its water yet. Okay, so I've turned the flame to medium already. So just above small. So now I'm going to let this cook down. The chicken is not cooked yet even. Okay, so just let this come to a simmer. I'm going to cover it a bit and keep stirring every now and then, alright? Okay, the water is starting to come out of the chicken. So I'm going to add in some salt. Okay, make sure you taste it and make sure there's sufficient salt. Okay, so now as you can see, the oil is starting to break at the top. So the coriander leaves, you can add in the stem part that you chop up first. Okay, this part you can add in so that it will be softer. Now for the leaves and all that one at the end you add in. Okay. So give it a good mix and let it continue to cook. Okay, at the last minute, I decided to add some potatoes because I love potatoes. So here goes in 2 potatoes I'm going to add in. And I'm not going to make it as dry as how Varuval is supposed to be. Because as you know, I love gravy. Okay, so you can eat with, you can make chapati, or you can make prata, roti canai, and you can eat with these two. Okay, so I'm going to cover it and let this cook some more. And later I will open it to let it dry properly out. Okay, as you can see, this has dried out very well. The potatoes are already cooked and soft. Now you can make it drier if you want, but I don't want it to be too dry. I'm making Varuval with some gravy. Okay, so the last bit is to add in your coriander leaves. Yeah, how much you want to put, it's up to you. Okay, some people like it more, some people like it less. For Indian people, coriander leaf is the MSG for Indian cooking. Okay, so give this a good stir, then you can turn it off. So this is not the end of the video. I'm going to be making something else to go along with this dish. I'm going to be making tomato rasam, and my wife is going to be frying some papadum to eat together with rice. Okay, so that's it for now. Okay, I'll get next you will see is the making of rasam. So you can turn off the fire now.